Hello, everybody. My name is Kyle Chambers, and I'm here today with Mark Russo, and he is a co-promoter of the Amerikick Internationals. The event is taking place on August 17th through the 19th, with the competition happening on August 18th and August 19th, 2023. Thank you for joining the show today, Mark.
Thanks for having me. We're very excited. Thanks for bringing us on the show.
What can you tell us about this amazing event?
It's our 42nd year of doing this event. We're excited to be back again in Atlantic City. Great city, great venue, a lot to do for everyone. So if you're coming with your family, there's plenty to do with all the 15 casinos, the beach, the boardwalk, the nightlife. There's something for everyone. They have a brand new indoor water park, well, I'm told is one of the largest in the country. Brand new, just opened a couple months ago. And then they also have so many, great other shows that you can catch and do and see there. So it's a great venue. And the convention center is huge. So we're in a great space, plenty of space for everyone.
That's great. The NASCA judging certification, that process is taking place there as well. So maybe tell us more about that.
Yeah, so we're very pumped up about the NASCA judges certification, something we've been working on for a while, and this will definitely help elevate that level of professionalism for the judges. Of course, that's probably one of the most common denominators of that, or that we hear from people saying, judging, the professional of the judging. So we will have a course for everyone to follow. It's a 4-part course. Register through Uventex as a NASCA certified official. Take the online test, which is right on there, and then pass the online test. And then you're going to come to the in-person trainings that we're going to have at pre-selected NASCA World Tournaments. And then after that, part 4 is actually getting in and judging. You'll be evaluated by some of the people from the board, and then you'll earn your certification as a NASCA judge. And as we get this program more over the next year, we're excited we'll be able to offer these judges some great incentives, which some are already being offered now. Some get some extra, maybe rooms taken care for them. They'll get extra contributions. Maybe some of them are getting paid. So we're going to put that all together in a great package for everyone as this program gets bigger and goes.
That's great. There's a lot of leagues that are sort of tightening up their judging certification, but it's really for the competitors and for everybody to make sure that competitions run smoothly. So it's great that NASCA is doing the same.
Yeah, it's really important because, Kyle, you have, all different categories, from traditional challenge to the CMX divisions, which can be very, challenging for judges if they don't understand some of those extreme moves or, what these competitors are doing. And then you have, some of the fighting. I mean, they're the 3 main categories that we look at. And then sometimes judges, they're just like, I'm just a fighting judge. I don't know anything about traditional, or they say, geez, I don't know any of those extreme moves or gymnastics. I can't judge that. So this is going to help, really educate judges and really, classify them in those categories if they choose. They just want to be a fighting judge, and we're going to work on that. So, and we're also going to have tutorials. We're going to explain a lot. It'd also be a knowledgeable part for competitors and for parents to know that, oh, this is what, a backside 9 is, or this is what a flash kick is that you're allowed to do or not allowed to do in the division. So overall, it'll raise the level of professionalism.
That's great. Talk about the pre-registration that people have to do to sign up for this event and why you're doing it to make the competition run smoother.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we were the first ones to do this a few years ago. Our event is pre-registration only. So what that means is that you pre-register up until Thursday of our tournament. And then after that, you cannot register as a new competitor. In other words, you can't just show up on Friday at the door and register, or Saturday at the door. You have to do it in advance. So we have everything ready, locked down. Our staff is prepared. We don't have like 200 people at the door trying to scramble and register, and it slows the startup process, which happens at a lot of events and has delays and staffing issues. So anyway, register by Thursday. You can do that in person at our tournament hotel, the Sheraton Hotel, in person, but then that's it. Only thing you can do at the door on Friday and Saturday of our tournament is you can buy spectator passes, of course, and you can add on divisions or change divisions or whatever, obviously, as long as you're already a registered competitor.
That's great. It's also great you're adding the flexibility for competitors. So if a competitor, for example, has traditional CMX and other divisions that they can add or take away, because there's a lot of competitors that do multiple divisions. And I've seen in virtual tournaments, they sign up for 7 divisions, but can only do 2 because of injury or personal reasons. It's great that you're having the flexibility, even though it's a pre-registered tournament.
Correct. And I think the Battle of Atlanta did it too this year. And I think you're going to see more tournaments gravitate towards that, only because competitors should know, and everyone, you plan your schedule up until a reasonable time. But we feel a few days before a tournament, you should be registered. You should know, barring any unforeseen circumstances, of course. But yeah.
Great. Explain the history of the Amerikick Internationals and how it got started.
So the Amerikick Internationals has been going on, like I said, for 42 years. We're celebrating. That's a combination of Bob Laker, my partner, and myself. I was running the tournament, 25 years ago. And then when we partnered up about 20 years ago, we merged our two tournaments. He had a tournament in Kansas City, and then, of course, mine out here. And then we put them together. We were in Atlantic City, and then we were in Philadelphia for 10 or 12 years. And then we came back to Atlantic City over the past 4 years now again. So we're back in Atlantic City. But it's a rich history. We have been with NASCAR for all these years. Prior to that, we were with the NBL. For those of you who've been around a long time, that was another league. We've also been involved with some of the European leagues like WK, WACO, and also AAU. We're going to be offering divisions this year for AAU too as well. So it's really a great tournament because there's a lot of different pieces and levels for different competitors, and we offer a lot. So depending on if you're a traditionalist or if you're a fighter or if you're a CMX guy, we have you covered. So we have divisions for everyone. And myself, my partner, Bob Laker, and most of our executive team, we're all former competitors. We all grew up competing, fighting, doing forms. So we understand a lot of, that part of it for the tournament, for it to work. And we really give a great experience for the competitor. And then the other thing too, I think, is that we also all own schools. You can see my school in the background. This is what we do for a living. So we understand what it's like for the experience of like a blue belt who's 6 years old, or the brown belt 12, and the families that come in for the first time. So we make it a very friendly atmosphere for new schools, because I think that's a lot too that we hear from these other karate schools where they're told, oh, open tournaments can be scary, or don't send your students to tournaments, and that's totally not the case. So we make sure that it's a very fun, positive environment, and it's very well organized, super organized. We run it very efficiently.
That's great. There's a lot of really great competitors that have been on stage in their prime. For example, Jarrett Liker, who is Bob Liker's son. There's also competitors that have developed over time at your event. Julia Plocker, Mary Amato, Destiny Vergara, and several competitors that have developed into amazing competitors in the NASCAR scene and other scenes because they get to be on stage for the first time and they get to have those primetime lights. So it's the mixture of those league competitors, but also the up-and-coming competitors as well.
100%. Yeah. And we've had, like I said, going back, we've had Raymond Daniels, we've had Nikki Carlson Lee, we've had all these great teams, JPM, all these great fighters, Morgan Plowden, another great female fighter, these champions, Jack Felton. So, I mean, our history, we've had the best of the best there. So even some of the European fighters, we've had amazing champions. So we do have a great group of that coming too. South America, Europe. So it's really a great venue, great event.
Awesome. What's the website that people can check out more about your event?
Yeah, that's important, right? It is www.amerikickinternationals.com, amerikickinternationals.com. Just go to that website and you'll get all the information. And of course, visit our Facebook page, our Instagram page. We have a TikTok. So yeah.
Awesome. Good luck at the event this year.
Thank you. We're excited. Can I just mention a few updates for everybody real quick while I'm here? Because we've been getting a lot of this, people, latecomers or last minute. The host hotel, which is the Sheraton Hotel, is sold out right now. There may be some availability coming up, but otherwise we have alternate hotel rooms at the Tropicana Casino Hotel. So if you reach out to me or go to our Facebook, then you could get the information there to book a room, because some people are asking us. We're doing an awesome weapons battle. We have 4 male and 4 female of the best weapons right now that we polled. People kind of nominated their best weapons for an awesome weapons battle that we're going to do at our tournament. We also, like I mentioned, have AAU divisions. We have those Korean challenge divisions for the Korean stylists. That's something new. And we're also known for, get this, our finals is very early. So we do two finals. We do an underbelt finals at 3:30 on Saturday, where we do grand champions for all the, the underbelts. And then at 5:30 starts our superstar finals, which is awesome because we're done and out of there by 8:30, and you have the rest of the night to enjoy Atlantic City, hang out with your friends and family. So we roll it right in, and we're done early. So and then we also have a couple training seminars. We have on Thursday at the hotel. It's open to any competitor. It's a CMX elite training camp. On Friday morning, we're doing a special marketing seminar for free for school owners. And on Sunday, because we're Kempo based, we have a lot of Kempo practitioners in our organization. We're doing a Kempo seminar from some of the top Kempo masters on Sunday morning at the hotel. So just a couple plugs there.
Great that you have a lot to offer for competitors, but also flexibility for competitors as well.
Yes.
I've talked to many competitors, both on my own podcast and doing behind the scenes for other podcasts. And one of the biggest thing is the night shows go until 9 to 10 at night. And then by the time they want to go get food or what have you, all the restaurants are almost closed or they're closed. So to have that flexibility be done by 8:30, it gives people time, the champions, celebrate with their friends and family and everybody, just to have a good time in the hotel and really see what Atlantic City has to offer.
You're exactly right. So sometimes they even go to 11 o'clock, 11:30, and you can't do anything. So we want to get everybody done early so everybody can go out and have fun. And of course, Atlantic City doesn't close. It's open 24/7. So there is plenty to do for people, that can get out there after the show. So we're excited. It really is a great tournament. Everybody's going to have a really great time.
This podcast episode and all podcast episodes are supported by Virtual Fight Tour. For information about Virtual Fight Tour, check them out on Facebook and on Instagram at Virtual Fight Tour. Talk more about the Last Man Standing event by Virtual Fight Tour happening at the Amerikick Internationals as well.
Yeah, so the concept there is obviously they're taking the men's grand champion, lightweight grand champion, and then the heavyweight grand champion, and then they're fighting them off over a series of matches, and it really is to show that that you're the ultimate fighter, because not only did you win your division, but then you won your grand champion, and then you're going against the last person of the tournament, the other fighter, between the lightweight, the middleweight, and the heavyweight, and they meet together. And they're not only fighting, I believe, one round, but they're fighting several rounds for that. And it's kind of like, that's the ultimate fighter. You were the best of the best, and you're the last man standing. So that's kind of the idea behind that. Jesse Ray's been doing a great job of that. It kind of came out of COVID too, when we were virtual, doing some of those virtual fights. So it's really been a great opportunity for fighters and to give them a lot of recognition. So we're excited to be part of it. And he's really doing a great job with these fighters. So yeah.
He was one of the first promoters to actually go out and do some type of a pay-per-view promotion for sport karate in the pandemic, when everybody was doing local virtual tournaments, trying to keep themselves in fitness and athletic for tournaments when they eventually open up. But he was the first one to say, I'm going to do pay-per-view. It's going to be legal in the state of New York, and we're going to go out and do it. So he's made that into a brand now, and he's going around to different tournaments. He went to Ocean State, Capital Classics, Quebec Open, Amerikick Internationals, and I believe he's been a Diamond Nationals as well over the last couple of years, doing these events and really showing what the best fighters in America have to offer. Thank you for joining the show today.
Thank you for having me.